So let's start with that. Okay.
Yes, Shalom, Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.
Want to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, giving double honors to our elders and our apostles that taught us this truth,
Yep.
and to all the sincere elect out there, just keep fighting, right? As we see, man, you know, and we got a reason, we got a good reason to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Every time you look at the news, there's something new.
Yeah.
You know, breaking news. I just we're gonna land back off Elder Apostle Tahar's video. Jacob's trouble is in full effect. It's definitely in full effect. Whatever you got, bring it out, man.
Yep, this is 2nd Ezra 9, starting from verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the part of the signs past,
Yep.
which I have told thee
What
before.
we seeing now, right? With this now they've got this standing president that they gave her the Nobel Peace Prize. Pronounce her name.
I believe Maria Chadora,
Yeah.
Maria Karina Chadora, Machadora, something like that. Yeah.
So she's been given a Nobel Peace Prize, and no matter where you search and how much we search,
Cool.
we can't find a reason why. What has she accomplished? We know that she's some form of a lawyer in the past, but she's definitely a puppet standing president for over there. What's happened with the president, the original president? So this man's brandishing his horns, man. You know, Jacob's trouble is here, right? That video I just watched it. It's not a long video, but a woman protester. She said she was a former army veteran. She's retired, and she said we were just standing here, and we didn't know what was going to happen. They just started letting rip on us. Some kind of smoke bombs. They're letting smoke bombs off. We're just peacefully protesting. She looked like she was going to break down. But that's the situation that is taking place now. They don't know. He is losing his white privilege, man. Yeah. So carry on reading. This is the times, as the scripture be saying.
I got the name. It's Maria Corina Machado.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get Trump to really support her to be the president for Venezuela. Even though right now it's actually the vice president that's in replacement of Nicolas Maduro right now, which is Delcy Rodriguez.
Right. And she was campaigning to be the president originally.
Yeah.
So
one of the candidates. Yeah.
They've what do you call it? They've skipped the procedure and fit her in, conveniently fit her in. That's why they call them puppet presidents. Obviously, she's with the agenda, right? The agenda behind the scenes. We're going to get into that through the power and spirit of the Lord. Yep.
This is 2nd Ezra 9, starting from verse 1 again. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin.
Yes, the Wadi Obashim Yoshai, the highest is visiting the earth.
Yep.
Right, that's why Jake, Elder Apostle will be just throwing up them prophecy videos throughout GMS is prophecy, and that's what we're going to concentrate on today. Right, bringing you because there was once upon a time where they said it's going to be Jacob's trouble, and the scoffers said, well, oh yeah, nah, whatever, man, the scoffers. But now they see, right, the white privileged people. Then what's that woman? Her name is something good. The one that was shot down in Minneapolis, right? She was very prominent, working on behalf of the Northern tribe, right, in behalf of the ICE. So even our officer was, breaking that down a bit too.
Yeah.
That she was a figurehead over there, and if they take her out, she was standing up against them. Obviously, there's infighting. There's always infighting with Esau. But they usually keep that behind the scenes, especially when they want to. They're usually at Jacob. They're usually at us. Their main object is to be at us. And we're going to bring out precepts concerning that. What you got? You got something?
No, the woman's name is Rennie Good.
Right.
37-year-old American.
Yeah.
By one of those ICE agents. Yeah, but
the one that was shot by the ICE agents.
That's
some saying it was a false flag or some kind of stage thing.
Yeah.
You just you decide. I'm not too sure on that, but whatever it was, it's come. It's made. It has caused a stir.
Yeah.
Which was the purpose. Which who's behind the stir? The Most High is the he be stirring up the as a matter of fact, let's get it. One of my favorite precepts. Isaiah 13 and verse 4. And then we come back to Second Ezra's.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there were multiple perspectives of that video as well. Now you got other opposition saying that she actually tried to run over the guy.
Oh yeah.
Because there were multiple camera angles there. There's only one that saw by what's his name?
Yeah.
J.D. Vance.
Yeah, video evidence has been coming out more since that incident. But when they done research on the guy that shot her, like twice, I think they were, fatally in the head. She slumped over. He wasn't. There's a lot of them that ain't actually official ICE agents. There's a lot of people that just be putting on a mask and going out there.
Just for shooting sake.
So we're gonna wait and see, if he was legitimate. There's a lot of them that are not legitimate. But he had obviously the ones that are just putting on masks are just like Bible belts, people that don't like Jakes, people with an axe to grind, which goes into the prophecies, the scriptures that they have a perpetual hatred. So she was very hated for the work that she was doing. And another thing that one of the elders said, Elder Malcolm A, said, if you don't keep the code, right? If you don't keep the code, go along, right? You lose your white privilege.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happened. She lost her white privilege because she was going against the agenda, the code, defending Jake. That's the code. So, I don't know, but to me, she looks like she's an Edomite, but you never know. She might not even be an Edomite. But she's got that blue-eyed, blonde hair look.
Yeah, nevertheless, she had a wife.
Well,
so that should tell you enough. That should tell you enough where her head's at.
Yeah, well, her head ain't, all right. So, yeah, no. But, bring out the precept though, because this helps the point. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 13, starting from verse 1. It says, "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles."
All right. This is the word, and once again, we're speaking, and it's coming into fruition as our elders have been doing. Our elders and our apostles and our bishops has been doing from the time of Rabbi Abba, the elder Rabbi Abba Bibbins, the late 60s, early 70s. They've been speaking things, and things have been coming into fruition. So this is what we've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, carry on.
It says, "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain."
Yeah, they started that ripple effect, and it's had a ripple effect from the apostles and the elders on down, lifting up that banner. Yeah, the gates of the nobles. Right now, we don't have to be going up into the Windsor, or
the actual nobles,
or the palace, the Queen's Palace. We don't got to be doing that. This is doing the work. The Urim and the Thummim, the line. So that's how we be doing it, going to the gates of the nobles, and we know they're watching us, scrutinizing us. So they're getting the message, and now we've got truth on our side now, right? We've got the evidence. Once again, there's breaking news coming out.
Yeah, you see, that's the two of them. Delsey's on the left, and then Karina's on the right. It's pretty much the candidate election thing to see who's going to be the president after.
So they've got him out the way now. It's too damn woman. We don't going to have to get all too much into that. But what does it say? The scriptures say woman shouldn't be exercising authority over the man. So they love he would love to be turning things upside down. The scriptures tell us that he turned everything upside down. So and plus the women are the weaker vessel too. So it's going to be easier for them to manipulate and play. It's a game of chess. That now Trump he's got that was a what do you call a chess move. Well, let me say it correctly. That was the Most High's chess move. He's behind it. they are just puppets to him.
Man's goings out with the Lord.
Yep.
Alright, so this is Isaiah 13 and verse 2. It says, "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness."
Yep, the angels and the saints. Yep.
It says in verse 4, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together."
And also everything that's really loyal to the Most High. You could include the missiles in that too.
Yeah.
He's under control of them. And when they aim for the mark, they don't miss. Basically everything's under his control, yeah? His sanctified ones. Carry on.
It says here, "I have commanded my sanctified ones, and I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the house of the battle."
Yeah. So that leads us into the article, because it's talking about them the tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together, and he's instigating it. Which who is there a puppet of? Trump, Nero, the one that burned down Rome and blamed it on the Christians. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But who's mustering up the battle is the Most High. Yeah, he mustereth up the host of the battle. Host. La Yehovah Tazaba'awaf. Yehovah La Yehovah Tazaba'awaf. The host of armies. Yehovah, the host of armies in the Hebrew.
Yep.
So he's behind it. He's stirring it up, stirring the pot, if you like.
You know, the one with the protesters that Trump wants to try and suppress the killings over there in Iran.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, another part of the news as well is they can't really use it's that the system's been reset. It's been reset because you can't use Visa or MasterCard in the typical banking transactions as well.
Yeah.
I remember a person
while this was taking place, they've been doing things
sort
of like behind the scenes.
I believe Yaratazar could even do it right now.
Yeah, go on. Do it.
Where it was like $1 to an Iranian currency was like 1 to 0.
Yeah, calm.
Let me try to get it. So dollar.
A lot of things are distractions as well.
Yeah,
they're happening, but it's just to keep your eye on people. A lot of people like drama. A lot of people like controversy. Yeah. It's happening, but it's keeping your eye on that while they're instigating MOT. Which is eventually going to be the MOTB, but the digital currency.
Yeah.
A lot of women are going to bring some of these things out.
I'll get to the article because it's like, but they play with the currency over there. Yeah, I might even do a video later or something. But yeah, this is the article. It says here, Trump warns of a very strong action if Iran executes protesters, as more than 2,400 reported killed.
Yeah. How many?
2,000, more than 2,000.
Last time it was much less than that. Yeah. And what did he say? It
says, I'll read a summary. It says, President Donald Trump says the US will take very strong action against Iran if it executes protesters, after earlier telling Iranians help is on the way. Esau's being a serpent there. It says it comes as relatives of 26-year-old Irfan Soltani. He was detained last week. Tell BBC Persian he is due to be executed today.
Right, and that's in line with Jacob's trouble, because it is definitely stirring up, which once again, that's the Most High stirring up. He's the mustering of the host of the battle. He musters up the controversy, the drama, the trouble. Have we hit that one yet? Let's get the dust off of it. And then
got two more points.
Alright,
it says more than 2,400 anti-government demonstrators have been killed in the violent crackdown.
So how much again?
More than 2,400. So like 2,400 anti-government demonstrators have been killed in a violent crackdown by Iranian authorities, according to the US-based rights group. Trump has been weighing military and other options in response, having already announced 25% tariffs on any country trading with Iran.
Yeah.
So of course that's going to affect Russia as well.
All right. So
Jeremiah 30.
no, I want to bring out because he's waving the fist, waving the finger at Iran and the civilians. What interest does Iran have with Russia? Let's bring out. Yes, we know they're allies, but let's bring out some receipts. Because you know you got people that scoffers and whatever the case may be. We like to bring out receipts. This is what's happening. That's why I be. That's why every time you turn on, you got something new. Even the elder said that. Elder Apostle Tahar said, you look at the news, 15 minutes, something new, right? And you might jump on that, and then you look at the news another 15 minutes later, there's another thing. So if you just if you ain't doing videos now, there's too much going on, bro. And we're gonna try and minimize. You know, I'm doing the video now, and there's something else is going on. Where they're talking about a Ukraine race to repair after Russian energy strikes.
Yeah,
too much things going on. More bombing is taking place. Well, that's always there anyway. That's always soon. What do they call it? Smoldering behind the scenes. The Ukraine and the Russians going at it, which they are brothers, Edomite brothers going at. That's another Egypt against Egypt again.
So the AI overview says Russia's interests in Iran are primarily strategic,
right?
Focusing on countering Western influence, regional stability, often through anti-American alignment, economic partnership, especially energy and sanction invasions, the military cooperation, notably supplying Iran with technology and receiving Iranian drones for the Ukraine war, solidifying a deep but sometimes complex partnership aimed at creating a multipolar world. So of course, as it says countering the West, so that's against America, man. You know, Russia doesn't want the influence of America.
Yeah, that's that hatred that even now their own civilians now they have a hatred. They say, you know, the protesters now, because there's a no tolerance taking place over there in America against their own people. So now they're saying this is not America. So that it's stirring up that anti-America. That anti-America spirit is coming from everywhere.
The beast shall hate the whore.
Yeah, as a matter of fact. So let's get this one. What do you say you're gonna get?
You know the beast, the 10 horns.
All right, let's get Revelation 13, and then we can get that one after.
Go on.
All right, because we're on that. Revelations chapters 13. And and let's hit let's start with 4.
Alright. So this is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him.
Yeah.
And there was
because that's the point right there. Right? The beast, right, get their power from the dragon, the ancient Babylonians, which is powered by Satan. You know, you got the devil and then you got Satan, which is just two oppositions to the Most High. Satan means slanderer, deceiver. Basically Satan means deceiver, and the devil is the Edomites incarnated.
Adversary.
Yeah, adversary. The Edomites incarnated, which are the white man today. So that's what they're saying. They're saying it in your face now. You know, it used to be behind the scenes. Now they're coming out and saying it. You know, read 4 again.
So Revelation 13 and 4, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast?
Yep. What can you do? Well, I've just bombed Venezuela with my Sonic, this new weapon, Sonic wave, Sonic radio wave or direct energy weapon, whatever you want to call it.
That's the one.
But it took out a lot of his Sacred Service members. First I heard it was up there in the 30s. Now I'm hearing it's up there in the 100s. You know, because it was all strategically placed.
Silent attack.
Huh?
It was a silent attack because, you know, one of the officials, the Venezuelan soldiers, they said, you know, felt like their head was kind of exploding or internal bleeding was happening.
Yeah.
So Esau, and funny enough as well, the same technology there is what they use for this, the G5, telecommunications. So Esau's got a lot of plans at hand, for the future. But I say for the future, but really for now, when he implements the MOTB.
Yeah, because when back to that point, what he was describing, right, when he said that they saw these lights, and he said that he started to feel his inside. What they call it spontaneous combustion. It's a true thing that happens.
Internal bleeding?
It's called spontaneous combustion.
Calm.
Right, when you're inside, you explode from the inside out. It's like you catch a fire from the inside out.
Yeah.
But there's when I done a little bit of research on it, because there's a channel called Reducted, Elder Apostle Tahar.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I watched.
Which he done a video on it.
Calm.
Too, I'm gonna. Yeah, the title of the video is
Esau spiritual.
Yep, he has spiritual. Esau has spiritual power from the left.
Calm.
So that also remind me of the Incredible Hulk movie, 2008. I remember watching it. And the guy who was talking about it, he said, we've had this for years, over 3 decades. They use it for crowd dispersing. Yeah. It's like sound waves.
That's the video.
Right. They use it to disperse crowds. Obviously, there's levels to it, because how they used it in Venezuela with the president, there's levels.
Oh yeah, from a drone, I believe.
But you know what they said? What I found interesting, we don't want to get, one of my favourite subjects is this type of conversation, but because this is all in line with prophecy. What he said was that in the crowd dispersing, when they use it, right, for protesters and stuff like that, it may just affect your ears, and it's like you feel a force. You can't smell it, you can't see it, you can't touch it, but there's a force that makes you just want to retreat. You back off.
Okay. The way it works, from the video that I watched, on Apostle Tahar as well, it mentioned that it gives a burning feeling to your skin. Yeah. So imagine all of a sudden you just feel like some burning sensation to your skin. That's what made them
back off.
Retreat.
Which Yehoshua, and he made the point that Yehoshua was able to do that. Obviously, in on the right hand side, they do have spiritual power on the left hand side. Nothing, obviously, when it turns up, when they're coming like a flood, they're going to see what they've been, what they're going to be coming up against.
Right hand spiritual power.
And how defenseless their power is. But yeah, that burning sensation, and he said that they actually done a demonstration with the Fox News guy. He said he felt that burning sensation. And he backed off, and he said, but does it have the question is, does it have, because I always know about these devils, man. It's just a spirit that I got. When something just because you just feel a burning sensation and you don't really feel like it's hurting you. Remember, there's side effects, there's after effects, and there's long-term side effects. He said, can you die? Because I was listening, he said, can you die from it? He said, yeah, but not necessarily straight away. So people, if you get that, you don't want to be messing with Esau don't want to be messing with even Esau messing with the left-hand side with things. Remember the other thing as well that just come to my mind? The CERN.
Oh yeah. They want to channel demons through portals.
Yeah, all right. This happened, and something came out, and it says Nemi Teki. They was given that Daniel chapters 5 message came out of CERN.
Go on.
Right, and it said this is going to happen. Your kingdom is numbered, but even after that, there's long-term effects when you mess with left-hand side things.
It's true,
and that's what basically can happen. So you don't want to be messing with Esau, be messing with the left-hand side. You don't want to be even messing with the things that you think you've got it under control, because it can backfire on you. Yeah. Hence why people, they sit down and they do that other thing when they're summoning demons. You know what they do?
The circle, innit?
Yeah, the circle thing, the pentagram thing. So, that as a matter of fact, let me get the scriptures. Let me get the scriptures where we were. Let's read it again. Yep. Read 4 and then read 5 again, Baba Kushar.
Right, so this is Revelation 30. Revelation 13 and verse 4. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast?
Yeah, they get their power. The beast gets his power from the dragon. Yep.
Who is able to make war with him. and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things,
Yeah.
and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Yeah.
And he
That's that 300, and when you break it down, that's that 350 years that we were in captivity. The saints, talking about, you know, the saints, which include the elect, the kings, King David. We all had to go into that. That was part of the curses, which was for the good anyway, because we had to understand both left hand and right hand, so that when we judge, we're going to judge with a perfect balance.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So verse 5, it says, and there was, Revelation 13:5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40.
That's why he's able to speak the way blasphemy is speaking against God Almighty himself.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's why Trump is feeling so confident. He's got these sonic weapons, which going back to when they was talking about it on the reductive, he said, yeah, there's other things that we're working on as well at this moment. This is prehistoric. In so many words, he was saying, yeah, this ain't nothing. We got some other things that we're working on right now.
Imagine. Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
they've been hiding technology.
Huh?
They've been hiding technology, like, you know.
When things come out, even though I've heard big brothers say it, when things come out, they've usually had it like 20, 30 years before. And it's new. We think it's new. Like similarly with the internet, they had that in use. The soldiers, the military, they had that in use. Also the mobile phone. When you do your research, and then they brandish it out to the public for public use, for public consumption.
Right now they got robots as well.
Oh yeah.
You know, little robots doing their little dances, and dog robots as well. So how much more? You know, wherever they're hiding, by the time of Jacob's trouble comes, if Esau then sends that out, it's going to be Israelites are going to be scared, man.
Yep.
You know, they unleash some. You've watched iRobot before?
Yep, bro.
I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen
it. I can't, it's hard for me to kind of. But it's basically, they've shown it, they put it in their movies for you to see.
Yeah, program.
And. Well, you got the robot, you got RoboCop. That ain't new.
Oh yeah.
The old one. I remember watching that. It fascinated me with all the effects, which are now prehistoric effects. But when I saw that, it's basically they was putting it what we got. Because remember what happened? What usually happens when they put robots in their movies.
Yeah.
What's the other one? The
Terminator.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Oh, that one.
As well. They become self-aware. And take on intelligence and starting to take over. Literally start to take over.
Like a demon taking over the robot body.
Hence we mentioned CERN.
Cool.
So let's finish where we were. We was in 6, yeah.
So Revelation 13 and verse 6, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwelt in heaven.
Yep.
He said that it was.
And that's what he did. That's what he do. That's blaspheming, coming against God.
Yeah.
Yep. Carry on. Read up to 7.
Revelation 13 and 7, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and the power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Yeah, that's the elect, the saints, and they put us for a period of time. Even when you get into the Ephraim, which means fruitful, Gad, all of the tribes you can apply it to. A troop shall overcome that he shall overcome at the last. So they made war with all of the tribes, and we will overcome. Hence why we was in slavery, but we gonna overcome at the last. So that's the war that they made with us. Even now, going to work, brothers, that's slavery, brothers. We breaking that down. National insurance number. They've overcome us. We're just worms. Yeah. So jump down, and then you had something, but read 14 as well.
Okay, this is Revelation 13 and verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Yep. So what are those miracles?
Technology.
Yep. The technology. You got the pharmaceutical too. That be tricking a whole lot of people. People be, I've seen people in my own family get all tricked up with that, because that plays it's a mind bending, we ain't gonna get too much into it, but it's a mind-bending thing that they be doing. Getting people hooked on that. When you get into pharmaceutical, it's
the drugs.
It's the witchcraft.
Pharmakia.
Which is basically witchcraft, and it's effective. It's effective. Even the elders be talking about. Yeah, sometimes you may have to comply if necessary with some of those some of it, because it does have a temporary use now in this side. But it's that's part of their miracles. And you mentioned the technology, because in the week I was doing which I did like get into it. They're working on right now is Voyager it's called it's going to come to me, Lord willing, Voyager space station. They're working on it right now, building a space station up there in space. And as we know, they didn't go to the moon. I think I mentioned it last week. The Apollo 13, and that was around 1970. I think I said 1960, but it was around, to be more precise, I looked it up, it's 1970. Apollo 13, when they claimed that they went to the moon, and everybody knows about the Van Allen belt, which is a radio.
It's like a layer.
Yeah, a layer.
You can't go through.
That is of radiation that you can't go through. So we know they didn't go to the moon. But they're building on this Voyager space station. And a contrast to that, because I found it interesting, when they built the Titanic, remember, it's something, when you go back and how their plans were that they're going to build this boat that it's not going to be able to be, it's going to be able to hold thousands of people, hundreds and thousands of people, and it's going to be unsinkable. And the maker even came out and said, not even God could sink the Titanic.
Oh no.
And then what happened?
The Most High sank it.
And you know what I'm saying? So
Esau's pride.
It's basically his pride be taking him along like a dog. Got him, like a dog. You see a dog running holding the owner on the leash and running them and taking them wherever they go until they drop. That's how his pride has got him.
I've got a precept on that. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 2. It says, though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Because you mentioned about them trying to build some space station up there. So of course, by the time when the Yahushua then comes through the chariots, all that's going to be cleared and, lasered up, fired, destroyed, man. That's why,
No, you got more to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let me read this again, and then talk. This Amos 9 and 2 again. It says, though they dig into hell, again, the bunkers, in the mountains. That's what that's referring to. Thence shall mine hand take them. And of course, when the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai then come from the chariots after the crowning ceremony, they're then gonna phase through. I say phase through because they'll be in their new bodies anyways. They're gonna go through those bunkers and then collect them from wherever they're hiding, man. So that's what that's referring to. There says, though they dig into hell, so though they prepare their bunkers in the mountains and underground.
And the Most High, don't forget Leviathan.
Which Job 41.
Which I suspect Titanic was sunk by Leviathan. Could even be one of his offspring.
The little ones.
Because then Leviathan. When you get into Leviathan, boy, that's one fearsome. The movie Godzilla and King Kong.
Yep.
The scales are unbreakable, impenetrable.
What was funny as well?
Yeah.
Esau sent nuclear missiles or some kind of projectile missile to Godzilla, but it was actually a charge up to him for him as well. So it was like they were giving him energy through the missiles. So how much more? But scriptures talk about it in Job 41, man. You can't harm Leviathan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's indestructible.
Calm. So it says Amos 9 and 2, though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So those space stations are going to be destroyed. Whatever jets that they got or things that they're going to use to combat the chariots, to try to combat the chariots, they'll fail and the Most High is going to destroy them.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So let's get Daniel 7. and get 20 to back up the point. How they be being so proud, speaking so confidently, which basically the fact that they put the puppet president in, or woman president in, is sticking their fingers up to the world. Well, we could just go and take one of them presidents. You know, anybody, what can anybody do? You know, and the scripture's gonna break it down. What can anybody do? Who can make war with this beast? Who can challenge me like a big bully on the block? Anyone that comes up, steps up, he be knocking them out. You know, once upon a time you had certain boxers who were undefeated, like Deontay Wilder. You know, and every time, and Tyson, and even Muhammad Ali. You know, you when you're on the run, you're on the roll. When you're on the roll, you're on the roll. You start to get confident. Mike Tyson, he said it. Yeah, anybody, I believe I'm the best in the world. When he was knocking out all them heavyweights. True. And he was one of the youngest. Mike Tyson was one of the youngest heavyweights. Historically, was and still is at 21. So once he was knocking out all them top heavyweights, who's next? Who can challenge me? You're in your prime of confidence. Yeah. You got it? So that's how this devil be brandishing his weaponry.
So this is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 12. It says, as concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away.
Go to 20, straight to the point.
Alright, so Daniel 7 and verse 20. And the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other, which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes.
The 10 horns is like NATO and the EU today, which they've split into even more now. And the 3 that fell is the Spanish, the French, the British, the Spanish, and the French. And carry on.
It says, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things.
That horn that spoke is America. Right, and what is he doing now? America, as you can see,
speaking proud.
For those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, speaking proud. And they have eyes everywhere, right? They got their bases everywhere, their military bases, their embassies everywhere. Habakkuk goes into that. And once again up in the sky, they got their telescopes, satellites, telescopes as well. They got these mighty powerful telescopes, which
they use it to observe the stars.
To observe the stars, which is that they look into the left hand side, the stars.
Astrologers.
As a matter of fact, we may even get that too. That's
I think I've got a precept.
Alright, bring out what you got.
This is actually I didn't finish this one. This is Daniel 7 and 20 still, okay.
Yeah.
And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had
Spanish,
eyes.
The Spanish, the British, and the French, the ones that fell. Yeah.
And a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows.
Right. So that's what happens when you start to, when you know that you believe you're invincible. And there's a reason why you believe you're invincible, because anybody that stepped to you already, you've dealt with them. They've stepped to you, and you've dealt with them. So that gives you more confidence. Read 21 as well.
This is Daniel 7 and verse 21. It says until. Daniel 7
and 22. 21 and 22.
Come on.
And whatever you got after, get that.
Daniel 7 and verse 21. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the states, and prevailed against them.
Babylon, right? The head of Babylon. And by the way, that horn was birthed by the mother of Babylon, which was England, right? So that's the offspring of Babylon, or they are Babylon, which was given birth to by England, their mother, right? The matriarchy, the Queen Margaret Thatcher. So
and it's true, because from over there, from UK, they came to the Americas, of course, displaced Gad and Reuben, as well as the other northern tribe as well. And then they set up colonies all throughout. Edomites, British, Portuguese, French.
That's all documented.
That's how America got birthed as well.
Yep.
It's part of the process.
That gives me an opportunity to plug the book there.
Nation knows no color.
Yep. It's all documented, so we bring out receipts, and it's documented in their own history books too. You know,
Go on.
the colonizing and what they did to the the so-called American native Indians. There was a visit that took place in Canada, because Canada is a lot of Reubenites and Gadites.
Oh yeah.
Over there too.
That's
And
what
there
they were.
Yeah,
Go on.
and we were gonna say.
No, I was just saying that's where they were. They were in
Yeah.
North America, that American region where you got the 50 or 52 states.
Yeah.
And you got the South America where you got the Latin tribes.
Yeah.
Over there.
Because there's a big thing over there, even up until this day, because they say that you're on foreign land. There was a guy called Kevin Annett. This is what kind of the time of my waking up stage. I was watching a lot of Kevin Annett, and he said the Queen is wanted for crimes against humanity. That's I don't know what he's doing now, but this was going back to Egypt, coming against Egypt, because he had an axe to grind. But anyway, for another video. But he came out and he said that the Queen visited Canada, and she was having, the picnic, which when we get into the word picnic, is picanini. You hear Benjamin say picanini is because in the time of slavery they used to go and pick the ninny, pick the ninja.
Oh.
I'm saying cold. Picnic. It comes from pick the ninja.
Okay.
Pick him and hang him, lynch him.
Oh,
That's where it comes from. When even the Benjamin, a lot of them don't know. So-called, Jamaican, the Benjamins, they say, come pick. They call their youths pickaninnies. But it's a slave master term. Yeah. I used to hear it, pickaninny. A lot of the Benjamin, I used to hear it, But so she went and she picked some ninnies, right, in Canada, right? Because there's a lot of once again, Kevin Annett, he's had an axe to grind, and he set up something really, because he's an Edomite.
Yeah.
And he had, what you call it? He had a lot of we might say power, even because
superiority mindset complex.
Yeah, he's got a god complex, but he was quite intelligent, and he used to be what they call him, a priest in the Catholic Church. But maybe his sincerity or what he was seeing was happening to the children. He had to speak out, which he could be. I don't know. He could even be a Jake, but
maybe.
Who knows? But he had to speak out, and he said the Queen is wanted for crimes against you. She picked about 11 children in Canada, right? And they never saw them children. It could have been 10 or 11. They never saw them children again. That's why I was doing research. I was coming up with all these things. Everything was like making sense. Yeah, what they was doing, the history side of it. And then when the truth came, everything fell into place. What the truth was saying about Emmett Till and all the things that happened to Deuteronomy 28. But the point is, right, they made war against the saints.
Go on.
Yeah, read 21 again so I can get my trailer full.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 21, it says, and I beheld the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them.
Yeah, the Gadites, the Reubenites over there in Canada. Right, just come back to me again. And that's their land, and America's too.
Yeah,
a lot of it is their land. They're on the what they call it. You're trespassing on illegal land. You're illegal. You're the real illegal immigrants. And that's the point that was happening when they was going, and the Gadites was protesting. I saw this was happening back say around 2012 when they was protesting. Right, the Gadites were protesting because it was going under the radar. They would never put it on mainstream news that the Queen was wanted for crimes against humanity, and there was even a court case that they proceeded with it because obviously she's not going to go to court, and in her absence found her guilty for crimes against humanity. If I say the word Kevin Annett, a lot of these people who are in the government know him. Let me just say that much. They know him. But anyway. The things that they did, the crimes against humanity, and by the way, the schools, the illegal schools, boarding schools that our brothers had to go to because they had to kill in their terms, kill the Paki, kill the Indian.
Oh, okay.
Which the residential schools, the boarding schools, they made them put on the English attire and take off their attire. The attire, they had attire like this, like the proper priestly garbs. When you watch, one of the officers' videos on Gad and Reuben, he'd be going into that heavy, the history on the priestly guards that Gad used to be brandishing, and in the residential schools, the boarding schools, they made them take that off and put on tie, suit and tie. So it was kill the Indian to make the English, some term that they use, and all of inhumane things they used to do. As a matter of fact, read 22. I'm talking a little bit. Read 22 as well.
Daniel 7 and verse 22. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom.
Yeah. This is future prophecy. But now we're at the point now where we've been woken up by the Spirit of the Lord. So we know you're in fear. You're shaking in your boots. Even some of them that you don't think are, even some of the royal family, don't get it twisted. They know that prophecy is coming to pass. Like the elites. I'm talking about even the elites. Right, as well. So he's talking about the Ancient of Days, which is Yehoshua. This is talking about the Ancient of Days, and judgment was given unto the saints, because he's gonna come and he's gonna get his lick back first. Isaiah 63, and he's gonna give us 144,000. That spiritual power. So
isn't the Ancient of Days referring to also Yahweh as well? Says he's I could get a precept.
Yeah. So bring that up. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given unto the saints. Yep.
Yes, hold on, I feel I've got it here. Because it says also in Daniel 7 and verse 9, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head were like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So of course, the Most High also, he has the title Ancient of Days. But of course, through Yahushua, Yahushua.
There's no beginning and there's no end. Ancient of Days, the Alpha and the Omega.
Alright, do you want me to?
So since we brought that out, to back that up, let's get Daniel 2.
About 47.
We're all right. Bring some of the finishing touches on. So yes, as our elders, our big brothers have been putting out them prophecy videos, and we're in the midst of Jacob's trouble. We're no longer saying it's going to be here. It's going to be here. Maybe this time it's here, in full effect though. In full effect, because you got Edomites, homeless, jobless, and now this is in the words of what one of the elders said. And now they're being shot down in the streets like ninjas.
So they're the latest update of what a ninja is.
Right, so even what the apostle said, now you know what it's like to be a ninja. You have to carry the ninja card now. And that's Deuteronomy 30:7. The curse is going upon them. So let them carry the ninja card. Let them know what it feels like. Don't worry, man. In slavery, we're gonna put it on you even more. Don't worry about it, right? So Daniel chapters 2, and let's start with 31. Get into a little bit of the history, history and prophecy combined.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 31. It says, "Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee."
Right. This is Daniel in going in, breaking down the vision to Nebuchadnezzar. It
says, "Whose image was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of a fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron."
And it's going to break it down, because we know that he's talking about the 4 ancient kingdoms, but it's actually going to break it down. Carry on reading.
"His legs of iron, his feet, part of the iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of the iron and clay, and break them to pieces."
So you mentioned the Alpha and the Omega. Well, I did. I'll mention that. But the Ancient of Days. But then you have, read that one again, 34.
This is Daniel 2:34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands.
Yep, the stone that was cut out without hands, and you know what? It's interesting because it's mentioning all these fine precious golds, right? The fine precious metals, the iron,
gold.
As a matter of fact, no. Let me not run ahead. Carry on reading because it's going to mention it. Yeah.
Daniel 2:34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay.
Yeah, a stone that was without hands, cut out without hands. Yeah, so this is what you might call an inferior piece of stone, raw stone. Yeah.
Yeah. It says the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
Yeah, the iron and clay represents the last of the feet, which is the NATO and the EU, which is today modern day Romans, which they're not in unity. The iron and the clay, right? Because they're not in unity. They're iron and clay could never. They say oil and water can't mix.
Yeah, oil and water.
So it's the same thing here. Iron and clay can't mix. Yeah. So they're at their fragmented stages. Hence why we see the Egyptians going up against the Egyptians, the Edomite, them crying, "Where's the white privilege? Wait a minute. There's a ninja here. Why you picking on me? There's a ninja right here."
God.
That's what in so many words. That's what they're saying.
True.
Wait a minute. Look at that ninja over there. Don't pick on us. Anyway, that's exactly what's happening. Yep.
It says, "And break them to pieces."
Yep.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold.
You notice all them. It goes in order. Actually, it's the gold, the silver, and the brass. Because when you look at the image, you got the gold, which is the Syrians, but with wings, and then from out came of the Assyrians was the ancient Babylonians, because the wings represent the Assyrian speed. And then they was overtaken by the Babylonians, which represent the gold. And then the silver was the Medes and the Persians. And then, as it says there, the brass was the as a matter of fact, pull up the image, but I think I'm getting it right. The brass was the Medes and the Persians was the silver, and the brass was the. Pull it up.
Yeah, come on.
Pull it up anyway. Just tap in Daniel chapter 7 and then tap in image.
Statue. Yeah.
And then you can show them the visuals as well.
Let's see this.
It might be better if I get it on mine, you know.
Yeah, yours bigger.
Yeah, alright, I'll do it on mine.
Was it silver, Medo, Persians?
Daniel chapter 7 image.
Showing pictures that match.
No.
Yeah, I've got one right here.
Have you got it?
Yeah,
right.
it's a little...
Let me see. Daniel chapter 7 golden image.
Showing pictures that match.
Just say statue.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, right, tap it in.
Daniel chapter 7. Statue.
Yeah.
If you go on images.
There you go. So here it is there. You find the best one.
Yeah, hold on. It kind of works.
Is that it?
No, let's go here. Just be able to click it now, whichever one's best.
Okay. Yep.
So the silver, the gold.
No. This one ain't showing the colours. I like the colours.
Oh.
To identify the colours.
Yeah, the gold being Babylon, silver the Medo Persians, brass Greece. This is the iron Rome, iron mixed with clay, of course the modern kingdom here.
Yeah. So
and they're trying to EU.
I want to show to whom it may concern as well. Let's see if it shows me. All right. Well, it's giving us. It's showing there. It's showing there.
Right there.
Yeah. So you got the head of gold.
Babylon.
You can see it there. The head of gold, Babylon. The Medes and the Persians is the silver. The Grecian Empire is the bronze. If you can see it, both of them.
Or brass.
Yeah, or brass. And then you got the bottom, which are the feet. Yeah, we're at the bottom. That's where we are now. We're at this fragmented stages of the clay, the clay and read it again. Read 35 again.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the shaft of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth.
Yeah, that's Jehovah. Right, which gone, that's that kingdom. So this is the dream. I'm reading 36. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Yeah, he's going to break it down to the king. So to end that off, that was Daniel breaking down a dream to King Nebuchadnezzar. So 44, and we can end. We don't have to end, but we know that gives you that's how the story ends. That's how the vision ends.
So Daniel 2 and verse 44, and in the days of these kings, shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left.
Right, this is what our elders have been teaching us about, right? Our elders and our apostles, on down from their elders, they took the baton and ran with it and taught us. You know, our big brothers our big brothers taught us, the bishops and the big brothers, and they taught us. Yeah. So this is it's talking about the kingdom, this kingdom, and it says that, what does it say? The saints shall take the kingdom.
Yeah.
Yep. Carry on.
It says, we shall never be. Let me read it again.
Yeah.
Daniel 2 and 44, and in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed.
In the days of those kings. Yep. And it's happening now. We're in Jacob's trouble. This is prophecy that's taking place. But the kings, what they call us in Psalms 34, we're the hidden ones. So we're the temple. We make the Lord willing, right there, we are those men, right? The elect. We're the temple. And we're being built up now. And we're going to take the kingdom. And you are in fear. Would you just say?
No, I said the saints shall take the kingdom. I was quoting the precept.
Yep.
And it says, just to support your point as well, the hidden ones. This is Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. You know, so that's Jake right there, man.
Yep.
Esau, Edom, crafty counsel, all his counsels, G20 and whatnot, saying, okay, this is how we're going to do with Jake.
Yep. Skull and Bones, they're confederate against us. The secret now, every 3 years they have their conferences about how to do away with Jake. Might be every 2 years, but they have conferences how to get rid of Jake. But this is all part of it, because even when you go on, this is part of it, Jacob's trouble, because the scriptures talk about the judgment will start with the house of God, and 2/3 have to be cut off. And for those that are very good with tech and social media, you got a lot of Edomite, you know, they lost their white privilege, so they're in their cars saying how they really feel about Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how they're coming out and saying how they feel about Jake.
Social media.
I don't got to tell, brothers who, you've seen them, you brothers be doing a whole heap of videos on them.
What's being revealed.
They're losing their kingdom, man. And what is the scripture say? He's going to be like a madman spearing none. Let's get that one, Baba Kushal. It might be, is it second Esdras? Yeah, but anyway, we'll find out. Might be second Esdras 15. we might end with 2nd Ezra 15:2. Any one of them. He shall be like a madman sparing none. Is that?
I'm trying to search for it.
Yeah. It might be But yeah, so they're showing their true colours. You got the women coming out, the Edomite women coming out in their cars. A lot of them are homeless. Talking about they lost their homes. They're about to lose their jobs. They definitely know they've lost their white privilege. So they're coming out like madmen. And the scripture said this. That's what the scriptures say.
Yeah, I've got it.
You got it? Bring it out.
This is 2nd Ezra 16, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear.
See if you can go up just a little, get some more meat off of that.
Yeah. Let me see. Start from 68. So this is Psalm 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Yep.
And they that consent unto them,
because they're mad with Jake, right? We know a lot of the 2/3 are going to have to suffer the concentration camps, but even some of the elect are going to get caught up in that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To suffer that their frustrations. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because really, even when you hear about these technologies like the sonic wave, the sonic wave weapon. There's another one, the sound wave machines. Really, who are they really thinking of when they're making them? Because they've got super soldiers too that they're able to do. You've got the robots, which are a form of super soldier, but then you've got men that are going to be, because you can see that in their movies too. Men that they pop them a tablet.
Like hybrid soldiers.
Yeah, hybrid soldiers. They pop them a tablet, and they go into some kind of overdrive. They go into some kind of mad overdrive. Yeah, they've got all of that.
Left on side spiritual power.
Yeah, basically like a demon.
They edit their DNA, their genes, to be able to do that as well.
And when you watch them movies like Living Dead, you kind of, if you saw them movies like with them zombies that you can't, the way to kill them is that they just keep coming unless you chop off their head.
True.
That's what they're working on right now. Super soldiers, and it's all right because the Most High got something for them.
He's got to keep it interesting.
He's got something for them to keep the movie. Is the movie gonna be very interesting? Something that I ain't said for a little while. This movie's gonna get more and more dramatic. It was a slow burner, which when it starts, it's not like it's gonna be a slow burner. Everything's gonna be happening just like that. We're gonna see somewhat a brother that you might have knew flying over there.
Shallow.
You're right, bro. Wait, are they messing with you? Grab you, put you there, and you see them Superman movies. Yeah. That's gonna be real, but there ain't gonna be no Edomite white-looking people doing that, which we know that we have a lot of.
Unless the speckled bird.
You're right, among us. But when you go up in the ships and you come back down, you're gonna have your, as Apostle Tahar says, you're gonna have your raw look. You're gonna have your melanin back. So it's gonna be popping off, man. You're gonna see your brother that you what did the scripture say? What did the weakest shall say? As a matter of fact, just get that one. Zechariah, I think it's 12 and 8 or 8 and 12.
Well, weak say they're strong.
The weak among you shall be as David. Okay, and then Lord willing, we can come back to this. So this movie will get more and more dramatic. Oh, it's too slow. Don't worry, man. Yeah, because we're just worms right now. Things are dragging. But when the Most High turn the 144,000 men up, we're going to be happy to be in this movie. I say that. I'm just saying that in the spirit. We're going to be happy to be in this movie and that we were worms. Because you know what they say? The harder the battle, I used to hear this a lot too. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Yeah. And we've come from behind, Jacob, yeah? Esau is Esau is Jacob is the after. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is after if that followeth. We've come from behind and now we're at his heel. And soon we're going to surpass him. Just going to be like that, that Usain Bolt thing taking place. Where we're going to be dealing with their super soldiers. I'll be just with the spirit, man. When I saw that, so they're brandishing that weapon, right?
Yeah.
Sound waves. They're making that for us. If you saw the Hulk movie, if you saw Hulk 2008, when they tried to slow down the Hulk with that sonic boom, that sonic weapon, with the sound radio waves or whatever it was, right, to slow him down, it just made him more mad.
True.
And he just got stronger. And he was coming, he had this, he pick up some tank or something, some metal thing, and he was just holding it, and he was moving it back, and they was trying to keep him at bay, and he just got stronger and stronger and stronger with the sound machine, because you see that that was in the movie. They were showing that in that movie. One of their miracle technology. But we're going to be able to deal with this. The men of the Lord, led by Yehoshua and King David, are going to be able to just mash that up like what happened with Hulk in the movie. Cool. Hulk just pick up something and just went, just switched it off. And they was like, what? No one to be able, you ain't supposed to be able to deal with that. That's how they're going to be feeling. When we start messing up all their AI and their super soldiers and their robots, when we start pulling them to pieces and shit, that's what Hulk also did. He did that with one of his the Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah.
The witch took out his Pentium, his brain, his programming. The witch took out his programming.
Oh, is that the witch cast a spell on him?
Yeah, what's her name? Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
She cast a spell on him. Yeah, he was under a spell.
He was.
And then he was in the plane. Hulk just jumped up in the plane and licked him down, brought him down to the ground. And the Hulk and Scarlet Witch just pulled out his brain. His programming.
Yeah.
Which would be his brain. And he was messed up. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Spirit of the Lord. You know what? I don't even like talk too much. You know. I just like when the actions start. We're looking forward to when the actions start. Enough said.
So this is Zechariah 12 and verse 8. Zechariah 12 verse 8. In that day shall the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem shall defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among you at that day shall be as David and the house of David.
Well, the house of David and David. With the house of David, when you get into it, future video though, his mighty men, what they was doing, Gad, Reuben, the three top ones, Gad, Manasseh and Reuben, the top warriors. Gad, Manasseh and Reuben, what they was doing. But also, you had Judah, they were defending it too, Benjamin, all of the tribes. They was all united. So the house of David and the house of David, because they was all united to defend the house of David, they was unstoppable. David had they might call him today, in the White House, their secret service. So you had Gad was known for being very stealth, with his poisonous darts. Gad was like, Gad with your stealth. And he was versatile. Reuben is known for his die hard,
ruthless.
I'm willing to. You take me out if you dare. Just come right at you. All of you can get into all of the tribes. All of them were warriors. Manasseh too, experts in war. Instruments of and Reuben, instruments of destruction. Instruments of war. Yeah, that's what they're known for. Anyway.
This is Zechariah 12 and verse 8 again.
That was the house of David. Yep.
In that day shall the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem shall defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that's feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High.
Yep.
As power as the angel of the Lord.
And we know what angels can do.
As the angel of the Lord before them.
Yep, and angels they just got their mystery about them, mysteriousness about them. They're behind the scenes, just like Yahweh, the most powerful. You can't even say person, being, entity, power, God, Allah. Power. He don't even show himself. Not yet, and he doesn't need to. He's got his hitmen anyway. His hitmen be doing the work, but the angels they're behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
Until it's time. Yeah, is there more? More on that?
Let me see. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day.
So when we talk about Jacob's trouble, there's two sides to it. There's two sides to Jacob's trouble. There's the ones that are going to get busy, and the ones that are going to get busy.
Yeah, that's it. But
we all going to get busy. It doesn't matter what way you cut it and slice it. Even if you do go into get your head, the guillotine, you're still going to get busy anyway. You're going to come right.
The power as well.
So no matter what way you cut it and slice it, that's when the movie going to do. That's when the movie going to get more and more dramatic.
Yeah.
Do we? Yeah, all right. The flesh is saying, yeah, I wonder. But no, the spirit's saying, let's get it popping. Let's get this party started. That's the spirit. And it's better to listen to the spirit. The flesh, the flesh. There's a scripture that says,
the spirit is willing, the flesh is
weak. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, you can get it because even Yahushai's disciples, Peter, when he listened to the spirit, when it was time for him to walk on water, and he didn't give way to doubt, he was successful. He was doing it. I'm doing it. Look, I'm doing it. That reminds me of Nero in the Matrix movie.
Oh,
Neo, the water. When he was able to get way of, there is no spoon. When the penny dropped and he realized, there is no spoon. In other words, there's no limits to what I can do. Yeah. There's no limit. Once he realized that was the penny dropped, he knew he could stop bullets, and he stopped bullets. And he not only that, he didn't stop running from the agents, and he started to run after the agents. You can't make this up. So there's two sides to Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
It's going to be on and popping, and it's going to be on and popping, and it's a win-win. God. No matter what way you cut it and slice it, even if you go to the guillotine. God. Brothers one brother said, and I haven't forgot it. Shout out to that brother. He said, if you cut off my head, shout out to that brother. Yeah, he knows who he is. If you cut off my head, you be doing me a favour.
It's true.
I was laughing, bro. That's the spirit, though. That's the spirit that a lot of us have.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just worms, man.
God.
But that's the spirit, because when you do cut off his head, you better be careful, bro. That brother's gonna come right back for you. He might be right. He might be about a second later.
True.
That's the spirit, man.
The angel could seal the head and the body together again. And straight after, the Most High gives the bro spiritual power, and then whatever compound he's in, quarantine place, is gonna be demolished, man. All those Edomite soldiers, whatever they're gonna use.
There's actually an example with Stephen. When he was stoned, he said he saw Yahushua at the right hand of Yahuwah. He said, so in other words, it has begun. That's the beginning, man. When you start thinking that you got rid of them, when you thought you got rid of them, that's when it's gonna start. Anyway, that's another video.
This is Matthew 26 and verse 41. Watch and pray.
Because they actually thought that when they got rid of us anyway. With all the different transatlantic slave trading. Yeah. Right? They thought that they was going to, what they call it when you wipe out a nation. There's a word for it. What's the word?
Genocide?
Yeah. The water. Yeah. Perfect. That's the word. They actually thought they was going to do that. And post slavery, they thought they were going to be able to do that, because we're going to be so damn weak. And that's what the scripture says as well. No one shall buy us. Yeah. And even when we start to build up our Black Wall Streets, right? When we start to build up and get a little bit ahead, they bombed it down. That was a mind F for us to discourage us from. You ain't do you. And there was more than one, but that was a discouraging thing that you would do to a people that you didn't give them a mule, 40 acres and a mule. You didn't even give them 40. And when they finally got on their feet, and the Black Wall Street and the Rosewoods and others, you took that away from them. So you thought that we was going to get, say the word again,
genocide.
You thought you was going to be able to do that, even if it was mentally, which the 2/3 they're gone. You did it worked on them, but not the elect. There's another word for it when somebody's mind effed. When somebody's mind, what do you call it when someone's mind effed? Post-traumatic syndrome.
PTSD,
Yeah. post-traumatic slave syndrome, and all of that, all the above. Cool. Yeah, I know you're holding some.
So Matthew 26:41, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Break it down.
Yeah, cause so it says the spirit indeed is willing. So that's why we always have to constantly pray as well, so that we're strengthened through our times where the flesh would then cause a weakness, but we overcome it, through the spirit and the strength of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yep.
And it says, but the flesh is weak. That's why you intend to do something, but the flesh may be a hindrance as well. That's why as the scriptures say, a just man falleth 7 times as well.
But he get back up again.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He falleth 7 times, but he gets back up.
Yep.
A just man, a righteous man.
Yeah, we're on the right hand side. When Esau be falling over, he'd be losing his jobs. He'd be throwing himself out the window, bro. No, mate. No, it don't work like that, man. The just man get back up again and he's back on the grind again. That's like what happened with us. Even that we came out of the transatlantic slave trade, we came out of the post-slavery, the lynching, and in our previous lives, the Most High going to open that up to us. We've seen a lot too.
Yeah.
So we potentially would have had those trauma, but we've even overcome that. Cool. So we are one people, and we ain't got to tap ourselves on the back, not yet, because we still got, Lord willing, we endure to the end. Yeah. What you holding?
God, Scripture is talking about us being as lively souls, man.
Yeah.
So really. And of course, in the kingdom, it's going to be even clearer as well. There's going to be ranks to the levels of lively sons. Of course, you're going to have, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Read from the apostles, down onwards as well, to the elect as well. But the elect, they're going to be above the 2/3 are going to be reborn as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says here in 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9.
We're going to be ruling as kings, man. Just to put it in a nutshell.
Cool.
Yeah, the 144,000. We're gonna know. We're gonna know we're not worms anymore, man. Let me just say that, and then when it actually comes into fruition, we're gonna be, as the scriptures say, "I have not seen, ear have not heard." We're gonna know. We're gonna know with something. We're just gonna be
a higher level of spirit.
We're just gonna know it was worth it.
Okay.
Nothing.
A light affliction.
Yeah.
The scriptures say. So 1 Peter 2, I'll say verse 5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, an holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahushua HaMashiach. So of course the key phrase there being lively stones, man. So of course the Most High has given us that spirit of life as well. We're not as formerly, we would have been described as dry bones. I believe that's in Ezekiel 37.
Yep.
And also, but we're not as dry bones anymore, man.
That's right.
We're lively spirits, and of course with that liveliness that Yahushua has given us, through her Ruach Kodesh, the Holy Spirit, that's how we're able to then, speak on these words, preach, prophesy, and then eventually there's going to be an upgrade from not just prophecy. Remember, I think it's Jeremiah 16:16. I'll try and get, but fishers to hunters, man. That's the point.
Yeah.
So
please get that one. Please do.
Yeah. It was,
make your point and then get it.
God.
Because as you were saying, Ezekiel 37, the seniors is now on us. Right, the bones is all put back together. Oh no, I better not say it, but I gotta say it. We're in the $6 Million Man movie. It's old, but they put some gems in that series that we be watching it. They hid it in plain sight. He was in a plane accident. He was an astronaut in a plane accident. Yeah. They said that this man can't be put together again. Right. They said the $6 Million Man can't be put back together again, but we can rebuild him. We have the technology. What comes to mind is Ezekiel 37. They put all and they show it too in their little diagram clips. They put with the X-ray. They're putting everything back together again. Obviously, it's all mechanic and bionic. But what happens is he's even
stronger than
6 times stronger than he was before. He can run 6 times faster than he could run before. And the hidden things in there, we're just gonna mention it. A lot of it is connected. His build makeup was made of gemstones.
The quartz.
Crystal quartz. They hide it in their movies, man. That's where the power is. Obviously, the Most High is not letting us know yet. But when he opens us up to all the
knowledge shall increase.
the knowledge shall increase. We're going to be able to manipulate the elements.
Yeah.
We're going to see. Oh, is that what you could do then?
Properties.
You put that stone and on a low level we know now because I've got this. I've got this, Baba Kushal, right? This is, as you may know by now, for the brothers that are into the stone, this is the clear quartz. I've got others too, but we're on this. We're talking about this right now.
Go on.
Right, this is the clear quartz. It's known as the master healer. For those that do their research and are into it, everything ain't for everybody, and also it highlights or it what's the word? Nah, let me say another. Yeah, and this one is the
amethyst.
Amethyst, yeah, the amethyst, right? This is the amethyst, and so if you put this with a particular stone, it increases its power, its potency. The clear quartz. If you put it with any other stone, it increases its potency.
Like an amplifier.
That's the word. Yeah. It amplifies anything. So when you was, maybe we're not so enthusiastic how we was. Just like when you get a new car, you kind of get used to it. But we got used to a lot of things. But the Most High going to put it back. He's going to renew it back to us. By this time, we're going to know the 100% use. And the rabbit goes deep because brother knows what I'm into. I'm into my herbs too. Yeah. And that goes for a lot of things. A lot of other things too. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, the stones are going to be increased as well, man.
Yep. Oh, and that's another thing too.
Yeah.
Because the Most High what's the word? He's the Edomites have given the earth has been given unto the hands of the wicked.
Yep.
A lot of the earth is not yielding forth its power, and that's by design too, because he doesn't want to let them have certain things. So we have to suffer a little bit of that too. Certain potency that's in certain herbs. Yeah. He's withdrawn some of the potency because he wants to. We're supposed to be suffering. We're in hell right now, and who's over us? The Edomites.
Go on.
So we're suffering. We're worms, and certain things is revealed to them on very limited. And certain things is revealed to us, but we're gonna surpass them.
Yeah, man.
We're not gonna be under that kind of limit anymore. As we done read that. We shall be as the house of David. Even the weak and the feeble among shall be as the house of David. I know you got something. Please bring it out, Baba Kusha.
Yeah, man. After the
I think I've said it. I've stopped talking. I've said what I needed to say, man. Carry on, man. You talk now.
Yeah, this is after the precept of Matthew 26 and 41, where it was mentioned, spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. In that time to come as well, when the spiritual power comes, that's when you really going to see more of the spirit. Or really an upgrade in the spirit, where in terms of spiritual power, where you're going to be seeing Atkin flying, and of course seeing Atkin read all feats of spiritual power, man. Yahushua also said, which really
healing too.
Come, that's what, all for the glorification of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah, brother's gonna come. Yahushua gonna come with healing in his wings, and he's gonna give the brothers the gifts of healing. Yeah. Say what he's gonna say as well.
So let me get this precept as well. Actually, before that, I said Jeremiah 16:16. So Jeremiah 16 and verse 16 says, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks." So of course, fishers. Then Yahushua talk about to the apostles, he said, I'll make the fishers of men. So of course, from fishing men through these scriptures, it's like, okay, you teach them, you preach, so that they're able to then teach and preach, other members of the elect as well, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But from that's one level as well. But then another level, the upgrade, is when you're gonna start manipulating the elements, man. As Yahushua said, which one of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit to his stature? Essentially, can you increase your height just by taking thought? So that's how the spiritual power is going to be. There's another example in the chariots as well. I believe Ezekiel 1 talks about verse 20 or verse 21. Wherever they thought the will was to go, it went. Which means you basically you think it, and then it happens.
Mind control.
Yeah, the Most High is going to unlock that part of our spirits where just by simply thinking of an object moving, we're going to be able to move that object. You think of fire in your hands, you're going to be able to create fire. So that's the spiritual power. That's the hunting time as well.
Right.
You know, and also it says here, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So these Edomites as well, especially that time where we get into those new bodies. But there will be spiritual power before that as well, because we're going to need it against Esau.
When they're coming like a flood.
Yeah, Jacob's trouble. So that standard is going to be raised. That's that level of spiritual power coming.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to need to be on that certain level, that higher level of faith, man, where you just know Yahweh Shemeshah has given you those abilities, and then that's you rolling from there. You know, and also,
and we're getting closer to that time, as the scriptures say, when they're coming like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them, because now, in the news, when you turn on the news, as our elders have been saying, Jacob's trouble is in full effect, which is going to intensify more. But now they've got the National Guards on standby, but some of them, they're not even on standby; they're on the street corners.
Yeah.
And which that incident, what happened in Minneapolis or whatever you say, right? They was escalating the situation and not de-escalating the situation, which once again is the Most High. He be mustering the host of the battle anyway, so that's all right. So let's get in way of closing. Exodus, I think it's 14. It might be 15, but let's see if we can get that. And anything else you got, you can bring that out, and then. That's really the point, Lord willing, was edifying to the Akim.
So this is Exodus 15 and verse 3. I'll start from
No. Exodus. Hold on, I'll show you in a minute. I'll find it for you. Exodus chapters 14.
Harden the hearts of the Egyptians.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. Exodus chapters 14. Yeah, because we can end on the other one, what you mentioned as well, 15 as well. Exodus 14 and 13.
Right, so
because what's happening on the street corners, you're not going to get, as the elders did say, what should we do? And you got people on the comment board, what should we do? A lot of people some people are going to fall by the wayside because of that doubt, the doubt demon. Right? So what did Moses say when he was coming out of Egypt? What should they do? Right?
So this is Exodus 14 and verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord Yahweh.
Because once again, the power of the Lord is he be hiding himself right now. And when he start letting rip via even the things that we're going to see when the movie gets more and more dramatic, we're going to be, it's like, how you say it, tears of joy, mixtures of emotions. Wow. See what happened. When you come away of a movie, when you see what happened with the good guy, is it the protagonist, the antagonist and the protagonist? When the protagonist gets his comeuppance, the antagonist gets his comeuppance, and the hero gets his just desserts. He deals with the enemy. He deals with the wicked. Ultimately, it's Yahushua and the 144,000. We're gonna say, wow. And some of us might be in the spirit. Some of us might be up in there doing the do.
God.
Doing the do. Go on. Carry on.
Exodus 14 and verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
When we see the salvation of the Lord, I can't stress that enough, man. Boy, that's what we're going to say. Wow. We're going to say, whoa. Do you see what? When I was younger and I saw $6 Million Man, bro. When I was younger, man, that thing was like, he was like a superhero guy. Especially in the, them days of the ancient days where there was no real special effects, no CGI. Wow, do you see how fast he can run? I want to be able to run like that. Some of us are gonna be saying, then we're gonna go, flame on, as you said, mind over matter. We're gonna be, what did that brother just do? Hold on.
Yeah.
And you're gonna fucking do it, man.
Go. It be like inspiration.
Did you see what that brother did? How did he do that? And then you're just gonna go, and you're gonna do it.
Be like the Human Torch.
Did not Peter walk upon water?
Can't. Faith, and it was based on faith, man. To know that you have that ability to believe that Yahweh Shimshai has given you the ability to do that, man.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you just said, because that could lead us. We could do a video on that same subject. We're coming in that time,
Spiritual power.
because we're working on that faith. If you want to call it muscle, that's what we're working on right now. The faith, the muscle. We're working on that, so that when that time comes, we're not going to be, what should we do? We're going to know.
Yeah. Just like the angels, man. They're given a command. They have the privilege of their bodies where they don't have to doubt anything. They're fearless, man. They have that potency of spirit where they just know, they can just glide, teleport, produce, manipulate whatever element they have, because it's in their nature. They just know Yahweh's put that programming upon them. Yahweh Shemeshah has put that program upon the spirit. So it's the same way we're rising to that level of faith as well.
Right.
When the Most High turns that key, Yahweh turns that key and says, all right, time to...
And how you know you can do it? Just look back and what you was doing then.
Yeah.
Individually. Look back what you was doing then and what you're doing now. That's how you know you're going to be able to do some stuff. Enough said on that. So Exodus 14, 13 and 14 and then hit the last one of my favourites.
15 and 3.
Yeah.
So Exodus 14 and 13, and Exodus 14 and verse 13, and Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. Right,
so Babylon going to get burned up, right? Just like what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah, going to get burned up, going to be left as a memorial of what happens to a place that is extremely wicked. Right, and the Egyptians, which we know who the Egyptians are today. We're seeing them now, they're up in the face, they're taunting, they be taunting Jake up there on the TikTok, calling them all kinds of, bywords. They be talking, but we soon they ain't going to be nowhere around. And the ones that are going to be around are going to be on the cotton fields. And then after the cotton fields, they serve their debt to society, their debt to humanity. Obadiah 18.
Well, their debt to us.
Yeah.
They're going to be serving us.
Right. Their debt to us. Right. The ones that they had done all forms of inhumane things to them. And then the inhumane thing that's going to happen to them is what? Bonfire. Enough said, man.
It's true. Esau's going to be cut off forever. After that point. Now, this is Exodus 14 and 14. The Lord Yahweh Shemeshah shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
Right. That's why we fight now.
God.
Something that was said, it stayed with me. You fight for the Most High now. You fight for him now, and he's going to fight for you. So it's not to say we ain't going. There's nothing we do. We fight for it. We're fighting now. We're fighting now. Fighting for the crowns, as Apostle Paul said. And then what's he going to do for us? Turn over read that one again, 14, and then the other one after. And if you've got any other precepts after that. Yeah, but that's what we got to do. We got to play our part. Fight now. And we know what we do to fight. Right? In the spirit, spiritually talking, right? That's a disclaimer. Spiritually speaking, we fight now in the spirit. Keeping your medicine strong.
Yeah, you got to know that stuff. This is Exodus 14 and 14. It says, the Lord Yahweh shall fight for you. Yahweh Shemeshah shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
Yep, we hold our peace. Right? With the scripture say Romans 12, be peaceable with all men. So we're not those people out there. We're not those people out there getting caught up in the folly, the drama. Wearing out their trainers, marching. Marching has never, as what the elder said, is true. Marching has never gotten anybody anywhere. Apart from lumps and bumps and bruises. Ask Martin Luther, you know the one.
Martin Luther.
Yeah, ask him. and all the other ones, Marcus Garvey. What's the other one?
Malcolm X.
All of them. Where he never got them, and what happened to all of them? They're all in where they say the hero there the hero them in a funeral. Yeah, I used to hear that a lot. Heroes all in the funerals, not doing nothing, which really they're up there. Most I got them, but you get the idea. It's true. So we're not those guys, man. You know,
Yeah.
Most High fight for us.
Just an advert.
Can't.
Bible app. So, okay. Come on, man. Right,
So yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, this is Exodus. This is Exodus 14. I mean, let me read this. Exodus 15.
Yeah.
Verse 3. The Lord Yahweh is his name. The Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name.
Yeah. I mean, I've said enough, man. Sometimes you don't got to talk, you know. Something the Benjamin said, no more talk. Don't talk.
Yeah.
Cause and you know what I like about Yahweh Yahushai, they don't really do that much.
Yeah.
They don't talk.
They work inside.
With all the power they got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've said, you know, what does it say? Talking to, yeah, we got to talk though.
Yeah.
Let's bring the balance.
Mm.
We talk in the prayer.
Mm-hmm.
We do the videos we're instructed to do, and we like to do them. Yeah, that's part of the work. All prophets we speak, but you had some prophets that didn't really like to do it, but they do it. They did it anyway, right? You know, there's a whole list of them, but some of us not really into the talking, but we instructed to do it, so we do it. But that time coming when there's no more Benjamin, no more talk, don't talk. Yeah, Jeremiah 16:16. That's what it's going to be.
Hunters, fishers to hunters, man.
I finished talking, by the way.
Yeah, one more preset, and just close it out. Unless you got anything else. This is Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Because I remember you also mentioned the point about we're working now, and then the Yaratazar in that time to come, the Most High is gonna work his work, man, when the time of raising up that standard is going to be there. So, that's really why this precept is report says he is not unrighteous to forget your work and your labor of love. So we're going to get that reward, man. We're going to keep, and that should help to also, raise up our level of faith. Any other points? Yeah, Yaratazar Kim, you find it edifying and exhorting, as we say, Kal Halayim La. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Once more, double honors to the great Muslim apostles and the elder bishops. Shalom. Shalom.